Welcome to this GDevelop 5 game development stream. In this video, we are going to see how to add various other types of Google AdMob ads in our game. So, in the last video, we added a reward video in our game and we added them in our stages. In this video, we will see how to add some other types of ads. So, I have opened my Google AdMob account and here you can see different types of ads. For example, there is a banner ad, interstitial ad, rewarded ad, and we have seen how to add these ads, and there is native advanced ad. So in this video I will be uh, trying to add one of these ads, banner, interstitial and native advanced. So let me first open my project. So my project is open and I will open my main menu. So yeah, here it is. So let's create. Go to Google AdMob and you will have to go inside your app and then let me show you where you have to go. First of all, I will close it and I will open AdMob. So you will see something like this. Then sign in. And now you can go to your apps, and I have three apps. I want to go to my SoulHunter Downtown app, so I will click on it, and you are in the ad, I mean in your app. So to create a new type of ad, you just have to go to add units, right? And then we have one ad which is the rewarded ad, which means the reward video ad, but we want to add another type of ad. So let me add an ad unit. So click on this button to add it. So we will add a banner ad now. So select this and add format banner, add unit name. You can call it Soul. You can call it S Hunter banner ad, or I can I don't know type the full name Soul Hunter banner ad. And you don't have to look at advanced settings, but I will show you what my advanced settings look like. Add type text, image and rich media, video, automatic refresh, Google optimize. So just keep them by at default only. Create ad unit. So my ad unit has been created. I have these IDs. This is my app ID, which is the same for all ads. So I don't need it again and again because I already have it. And this is my ad unit ID which I want to save. So let me open Notepad and just say here. So this is my ad unit, which is, let me write, this is video rewarded ad unit, and this is my banner ad unit ID. So I will simply copy that one. I will copy this and I will go here and paste it, and that's it. My app ID is same for both banner ad and reward video ad. Right. Now let us add this banner ad in our game. So I am thinking that I should move these a little bit above because I would like the banner to, I think banner will be displayed at the bottom by default. We will see. I will just simply move these. I think I have to move them one by one. So I will simply select one. I have two of them. I have three of them. I have so many. Why I have four of them? Anyway, whatever. I will delete the extras. I think I duplicated them many times and that's why they are here. I will keep it here, and I will select this and bring it here, and the text and bring, and then I will simply select the points. Yeah, so banner ad will display here somewhere, hopefully. So that's good. And in the main menu event, just go and simply, I think at the beginning of the scene, maybe you can add an action and go to add mob and load banner, right? Load banner. So my banner ID, I have copied it. So yeah, display at top, bottom otherwise. I want to display at bottom only. Overlap web view. We are using web view, but select yes. Select yes. Display on load complete yes. Test mode yes. So right now we are having test mode, right? So click on OK. So the ad will not show in the game when I run it. I will have to export the game to Android to see the ad. So I think it should display at the bottom by only this command. Let me see what other types of commands are available. Hide banner, we don't want to hide it. Remove banner, we don't want to remove it. There is a show banner statement, and although we have selected in the load banner statement that we want to show it after it loads, I will explicitly also select show banner. Although it will show banner at this in this command only, because we have selected show on load yes, I will still explicitly say to show it. So now I have to simply publish my game to Android and to an APK. So now I will simply choose to publish it. So I will pause the recording and I will resume it when the game has when I have downloaded and installed the game in my phone. So I have installed the game in my phone, and let me show you the game. I will put the feed over here. So yeah, you can see this is the main menu, and you can also see the ad at the bottom, right? So though our code is working, so that's how a banner ad will work, right? So that's good. Ad is working. So now let us see another type of ad. So adding a banner ad is simple. You can just add at the beginning of your scene. At the beginning of the scene, you can simply load banner and show it. And that's it, right? And of course, you have to add your uh, ad ID here. So I would like to talk about little bit about this ad our app ID. And here you can see that when Google gave me the app ID, we had this character here. You can see this character, right? uh, this is, I don't know what it is called. I think it's a tilde character. Tilde, you can see in my app ID the tilde character. here, right? But if you go to gdevelop, you can see I have put the slash character. You can also put the tilde character and it will work. It did for me. But when you remove this and click here, then gdevelop will tell you that the app ID is like this: ca dash pub dash ch dash app dash pub dash xxxx and then slash. They are mentioning that there should be a slash, but Google gave me a tilde. So what to do? Both work. You can simply if you can simply copy this whole app ID and simply paste it here. And if that tilde character does not work for you, you can replace it with slash and it will work, hopefully. But to be on the safer side, I believe that you should only just simply copy whatever code Google gave you, this thing, and simply paste it here, no matter what gdevelop is telling. Gdevelop says that there should be a slash. Maybe the presence of the slash was an old convention in AdMob, but that convention has been dropped, I believe, because our app ID contains a tilde instead of a slash. So you can simply use the tilde character also, it will work. Okay, so we know how to add a banner ad. Let's see some other types of ads. So I close my AdMob. Let me open it again. So we have two ads now, and let's add another. Let's add an interstitial ad, a full page ad format that appears at natural breaks and transitions such as level completion. So select interstitial ad format interstitial. I will add an ad unit name Soul Hunter interstitial ad, and advanced settings, you can leave them at the default. Create. Oh, and let's try again later. So I have created my interstitial ad. Let me copy the code. I will simply copy it and paste it in my notepad temporarily. Interstitial ad unit ID. Okay, that's good. And let me gdevelop and add an interstitial ad. So in the thing where we should add it, uh, when we exiting, when we touch the exit button, then we are first of all saving the game and then we are quitting the game. I think I should show an interstitial ad before doing this. So you can add interstitial ad between uh, between scene changes. If you are changing the scene, then you can add an interstitial ad, right? Yeah. So I will simply click here and add a sub event. There it is. Bring it up. I will simply without any condition, simply add an action in the add mob, and that should be show no load interstitial. I will load my interstitial add. Display on load complete. Yes. Test mode. Yes. Okay. And hence the ad will display, but it may take some time for the ad to display. So although we can run the save event, although we can simply run display the ad after the save event has finished, because saving the game is more important than displaying the ad. So after the save event has finished, we can simply load the ad and display it also, but I will explicitly choose to display it. So interstitial, but we should quit the game after the interstitial ad has finished. So in the condition, but wait, not like this. If I choose to add the condition here, then this condition should also be true true at the time of this condition being true. So let me see if that is first of all for the add mob interstitial add. Interstitial showing. I only have this interstitial showing, and I can you know select it. If an interstitial ad is being displayed, then I can, after it has finished displaying, I can quit the game. But that may not be something which I would want to do, because sometimes when the user does not have internet connection, the interstitial ad may not load at all. What we have to do here is that uh, I think we can simply you know test it out and see how this interstitial is working. But first I would like to introduce one more event here, and that will occur after the save, and this will be a little bit of delay. Let me see if I can add some delay. No, uh, so that should be timer. I can add delay using some timer, but that will be a lot of work. Hmm. So well, interstitial ad may not display at all and the game may quit simply. And therefore I think this is not a good place to add an interstitial ad. I will simply delete it. I will add an interstitial ad when I am changing the scene. For example, here when I click on upgrade screen or when I click on start button, I can simply display an interstitial ad. But my interstitial ad will be displayed in the stage selected scene. That will be better, I believe. So when we are pressing on the start button, we are going to the stage selector. So why don't we simply display the interstitial ad in the stage selector? That will be easier. Let me go to the stage selector. Let's see if it works or not. Let me go to the stage selector. There it is, and I will go to the events, and there are lots of events here, and we don't have a at the beginning of the scene event. So let me add one. This event, I will simply drag it up, and add condition scene at the beginning of the scene, add action, add mob, load interstitial, and put the ID, and display on load test mode yes, and then show interstitial. Wait, add mob, show interstitial. So that's good. So now when my stage selected scene will open at the beginning of the scene, an interstitial ad will load and display, right? So that can be a good thing. Why not? You can also create a separate scene just for displaying an interstitial ad, but that's not a very good thing to do, I believe, because you don't know just how long an interstitial ad is going to be. So let me, or maybe I think interstitial ads are simply images, but whatever. Let me now again. I will have to this you know I export the ad, export my app to APK, and so let's do that. I will do it. I will install the APK in my phone, and then I will resume the video. I'm pausing it right now. So I have installed the game in my phone, and let me show you how it's working. So I'll put the feed over here. And first of all, we have our banner ad at the bottom, which is good. Now let's see if our interstitial ad is coming or not. So I am in the select area screen, and there you can see that the interstitial ad has loaded. So that's good. The player can look at that and then close it from here, and that's it. So the interstitial ad is working too, right? So uh, so that's how you can attach an interstitial ad in your redevelop game. And Google says that ideally interstitial ads should be placed between scene breaks, between going from one level to the next level. And I will suggest that instead of putting the interstitial ad code in the first level, you put it at the second level and display it the first thing in the second level. If you want to put interstitial ad between two levels, put the ad in the second level and at the beginning of the second level, at the beginning of the second scene. That way the ad will be between the two scenes, right? And it will display properly. If you put it at the end of the first scene, there will be a lot of problems. Don't do that. Display it at the beginning of the second scene like we did here. We wanted to display our ad between main menu and stage selected screen. So we tried putting the ad in the main menu first thing, right? But we saw that it was difficult to do that. So I put the ad in the stage selector, and you know in the very beginning. So now the ad is working properly. So that's how you can add an interstitial ad without having to do a lot of configuration. You can simply start a new event and say at the beginning of the scene should be the condition, and here just call these two functions and your ad will be loaded. So now let's see the last type of ad, which is custom ad, I think. Let me open my ad mob. So I have three types of ads. Let me try to add another type of ad, which is native advanced. And this is a customizable ad format that matches the look and feel of your app, appears in line with app content. So let's select it and see if we can add it in GDevelop at all or not. Because I didn't see in GDevelop, you don't see any option to add a native advanced ad. I think native advanced ad are only meant for Android Studio. When you work in Android Studio, I think then you can add native advanced ad in your apps. So let's see. Let's make one and see how it looks like. Tool Hunter native advanced ad. Advanced settings, image, video. Okay, create ad unit. So it's the same thing. I have a ad unit ID. Okay, and I will simply put this ID here, native advanced ad unit ID. So there it is, and yeah, let me try to add it in GDevelop. However, in GDevelop I do not have any option to add native advanced ad. So what I will do is I will try to simply add a banner ad, and in the app ID ad unit ID I will supply the native advanced. I will supply the code for the native advanced ad. So I don't think it will work, but we can try here only. I think I will do it in the upgrade scene. Upgrade screen. Go to the events. At the beginning of the scene, we have lots of things, and here only we can, at the bottom we can simply go to add mob. You can say load banner, load banner. Yeah, and in the ID, I will simply provide the ID to my native advanced ad. I have provided this ID instead of my banner ID. Right, so display at bottom. I will try to display it at top. Overlap web view. Select yes, because uh, we are making our game in JavaScript, right? So when GDevelop, when we are building the game and converting it to an APK, most likely GDevelop's online service is creating a web view and putting that web view in an app, in an Android APK. So our app is actually working in a web view, and this is very important to know, because we are developing the app in JavaScript, and the only way to run JavaScript code inside an APK is to put it in a web view. And I believe, I don't actually know what they are doing, but I believe the online service of GDevelop is creating a web view and running our game code in the web view and putting that web view in the APK. So that's what may be happening. So to be on the safer side, you can always select overlap web view to yes. Display on load complete, yes. Test mode, yes. Okay. Okay. I will select okay. And it will display a banner ad at the top. But I have given the ID of my native advanced ad. Let's see what happens. I don't space at the top, so I will make some space because I am displaying this ad on the top. Let me simply drag this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I will now again publish my game, right? and when I will have installed it in my device, then I will resume the video. I'm pausing the video right now. So I have installed the game in my phone. Let me show you. So the native ad is not working, and that's to be expected, because in the title itself it says native ad, which means that you have to implement that ad inside Android Studio using Java or Kotlin, right? So there is no ad is being displayed on our upgrade scene. That is where we added it. So it is safe to say that the native ad native ad in Google AdMob is only meant for Android Studio. So with that said, so let's leave it alone. We don't need to do that. We don't actually. So inter native advanced, we will not do that. Okay, in GDevelop. So that's it. And but we can add banner ad. We can we can add video reward ads. I think that's right. So that's it. That's it for this video. I'll simply close it. So today in this video we saw that how we can add banner ads and interstitial ads, and that's it. So uh, that's how it is. We cannot add native advanced ads. So that's all. In the in the ad mob section we saw that how we can add a reward video ad, how we can add a banner ad. In this video we saw that, and how we can add an interstitial ad. So that's it for this video, and in the next video we will continue our we will continue with the integration of our game with our game server, so that we can have some sort of leaderboard, right? So if you are enjoying this stream, please join me in the next video as well. Thank you for watching.